Hey, House of Nerds, how y'all doing? This is Marquelon Sigler, one half of the Pool Kings, here with my top two. I got three picks, four, five. Three picks and two honorable mentions. So let's go ahead and start with the honorable mentions. All right, so this week for honorable mention, um, all new, all different Savage Avengers. This is issue number 8. I went into this cold, y'all. So I enjoyed the first Savage Avengers that Gary Dugan wrote. That basically made Kulon Golf like a badass. I'm right to the point. I'm like, Kulon Golf needs to be the next MCU villain after they finish with Kang the Conqueror. But then we have David Propose, and he's writing a new run of Savage Avengers. And this issue right here, number 8, this is the issue where they travel to the year 2099. For all you old Marvel fans, remember, get the Spider-Man 2099, Doom 2099, Punisher 2099. Well, this Savage Adventure team travels to 2099, and it does not end well for them at all. I don't even want to spoil it, but I was completely surprised by how this ended, and it ended badly for this team. So check it out. Number 4, honorable mention from Boom Comics, Specs number 2. Specs number 1 was a great first issue. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Number 2 is of equal quality. But what I like about number 2, it really fleshes out the characters and the relationship and the time period it's set in. Whenever I see a comic book with a black character in it, I always get interested in it. And I like the things that, well, I'm not going to say I like the things that happen to them, but I like how accurate the things that are happening to them are. So I think you should definitely check out Specs. It's a very interesting premise, great indie book. First issue was great. Second issue was another home run. But it didn't make my top 3. All right, so my top 3. Number 3 is I Am Batman number 16 by John Ridley. So I Am Batman, I've heard, is actually coming to an end on issue 18. And I know John Ridley has his haters on his Black Panther run. But I have really enjoyed his I Am Batman run. I've really enjoyed it. And what I enjoy the most about it is the family dynamics of the Fox family. It is rare that we see like a super affluent, rich black family in comics, but I like how this comes off and how you think they wouldn't have any problems because they're rich, but they have problems and they use their money to try to help characters get out of problems. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Money doesn't solve problems, and I like how it deals with that. This is a really good character building issue for me. Because we can see how the rest of the Fox family is kind of dealing with things. Number 2, Marvel Comics, Monica Rambeau, Photon. I'm a huge fan of Eve Ewing. I was a fan of hers when she was writing Ironheart. I hated to see that book end. I'm happy she got some more comic work. Check out Photon. I can't say enough about it, man. Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, as most of us knew her initially. She's getting popular again because she's in the MCU, thanks to WandaVision, and she's going to be in the Marvels movies to come out. But she's a popular character that kind of got misused throughout the 80s and 90s, and disappeared in the 90s, and started popping up again in the 2000s and 2010s. But when good writers have a hold of her, her stories really turn out well. If you don't know anything about her, this is a perfect jumping on issue. If you do know about her, you'll be happy to see her again, because like the last time we saw her, well, actually she's in Thunderbolts now, but then before that she was in Spider-Man Beyond. We'll just scroll back to the Agents of Next Wave story. So definitely check it out. And number 1 surprised me completely, y'all. I'll be honest with you. Number 1 is A Vicious Circle from Boom Comics again, with Mattson Tomlin and Lee Bermejo. Lee Bermejo is a phenomenal artist. Mattson Tomlin, he's getting a lot of shine for writing the Batman movie or working on the Batman movie, and then he wrote another, I think Batman the Imposter earlier this year that was really good. A Vicious Circle, I was not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. $10.99, $9.99 cover price threw me off, but the art and the story And the protagonist, once again being a black man, it just caught my attention. And it starts out like kind of in segregation days, and it's just an interesting story. Caught my attention. I had to rock with it. So those are my top 3 picks with 2 honorable mentions. Talk to you later. Peace.